Hey guys, welcome to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I got quite a few requests for this one. It is the band In This Moment, and the singer is Maria Brink. Now Maria sings really heavy, and this is an acoustic performance, so I have never heard her do anything acoustic, so this will be interesting. Now this is also going to be really cool because it's just coming off the tails of me doing Matt Sanders' M Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold, and we discussed how singing really heavy can hurt your ability to sing clean, and what it does is it you lose range. We talked about Matt having his drummer sings a lot of the high parts. Now that's been going on for some time, but Matt's voice has definitely changed a lot over the years, and Maria also is the queen of heavy, right? So she's a lot like Ginger, with Tatiana from Ginger, and even Lauren Hart, who guests for Camelot, and she's from a band Once Human, and so forth. So anyway, but my point is that if you sing really heavy and you don't come back daily and clean up the voice with a clean sound, you not only lose resiliency and flexibility in the chords, but you forfeit some intonation, which is pitch, you lose range, and you get a lot of bad chord closure, or what's called dysphonia, which is the lack of sound. So I don't know if that's gonna be the case here, so let's take a listen and dive right in. I have not heard this yet, so we're doing this for the first time together. Again, this is, I think this is live at EMG. I'm not sure, and we just randomly picked one of the songs. I think she does 3 or 4 songs here, so we just picked, I think, the last song or something. So.
Okay, and this last song is off our new album called The Dream, and it is called Forever.
Pitchy, but it's all right.
And once again I alone, still on his days and nights I wait for you, 'cause deep inside this flame I know it's true. Forever starts today.
Okay, it's a little pitchy, but it's kind of her style too, and I don't know if she can't hear herself, and I don't want to make this a let's bash Maria Brink kind of thing. I'm just, for my singing friends out there, it's really important that we go through some of this stuff. So you heard some dysphonia coming in off that last phrase. I'm going to back it up just a little bit so we can take a listen to it again, and I don't want to criticize or hyper-analyze her, what she is or isn't doing, but again, it's important because you can hear some of the pitch go, like I said. Now, one of the other things that starts to go also is your head voice or falsetto. So she's Now remember me talking about the overuse of air as the arch enemy to the voice. So one of the last things you want to do is start, shoving a bunch of air through the vocal folds, because it dries them out even more. They become kind of leathery and they lose their resiliency, and then it becomes very difficult to hold together any phonation at all and any sound at all. So I'm going to back it up just a tiny bit here. Let's listen to that phrase again. You start to lose it there a little bit. It's gone, almost completely gone there. Hear that? Now, one of the things that you can do when you lose your range like that is you can sing in a lower register like she's doing, and you can maintain some phonation, some sound, but you lose your upper mid voice altogether, and then the higher up you go, the more separation you get and the inability to be able to sing in that registration, okay?
Your voice is high.
The outfit that she's wearing is quite distracting. I'm sitting here trying to listen to her voice, and oh yeah, Ken, you're supposed to be listening to the voice. Oh yeah, Ken, you're supposed to be listening to the voice. I'm not a pervert. It's just like, come on, guys. Wow, they're out there. They're just hanging out, you know. There goes that dysphonia again. A little painful. Okay, I want you guys to do me a favor, okay? And again, I'm not bashing on Maria. In fact, she's got one of the most gnarly, distorted sounds of any, especially the chick singers that are out there. She's the queen of scream when it comes to that. So she certainly has her shtick. And if she forfeited, this part of her voice, as a result, that's, whatever, it is what it is. But two things. First thing is that you don't have to lose your voice, your clean tone voice. Like I said, when you distort, and like I said about screaming at a football game or baseball game or soccer match or whatever, if I do my vocal lesson before I go, scream at a soccer match for 3 or 4 hours or 2 hours or whatever, I can come back the very next day and I can sing just like I hadn't lost my voice at all. If I don't do a workout and I scream at a soccer match, like I said, and I come back the next day, I might, take me a day or so to get my stuff back together. If I haven't understood how to compress the air and scream at a soccer match and don't do any vocal warm-ups at all, or I just go out and do, streets sing, so to speak, I might lose my voice for a week or even get laryngitis. Now, I hate to do this, guys, but I really want you to do me a favor, okay? She's a beautiful girl and she's dressed very, flamboyantly. But maybe a little scantily. But I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to close your eyes, really, truly, close your eyes and listen to only her voice so we're not distracted by a lot of visuals for a second. And then you guys decide if it's, if what I'm saying is true. Okay, so let's check it out. I'm going to close my eyes. Here I go. Okay. So the point is that if we take away the visual and all we're listening to is the raw vocal and whatnot, you guys can see what I'm talking about, the pitch, losing phonation. And again, that's her style. So she kind of sings like that anyway. So, you've got to take that into consideration. But there is definitely some issues going on vocally. And over time, we'll get separation altogether. And she may not even have those notes if she doesn't take better care of her voice. One thing I do want to give her kudos to, I do get a lot of passion and I do get a lot of intensity out of even the soft side. Not even, I know when she does her screaming stuff, it's like, wow, you're just like, you're like, whoa, that comes out of her mouth. But even here still, she has a lot of really great soul and passion, and I believe she believes what she's singing, which is like 2 thumbs way up for that. So. Okay, and you know the cool thing is too, we're hearing it in an acoustic setting, like I said, so it really exposes everything. So, that is her shtick. Again, I want to go back to this. She's the queen of scream. So, like, let's start there first, because that is her shtick, is like blowing people's minds with, you know, her roaring lion kind of a sound. And then, you know, she does this stuff. But like I said, even guys like Chester Bennington and whatnot, when you hear some of their clean tone stuff, you know, he's kind of on the edge a little bit about kind of holding together, and he sings really soft on the clean tone stuff. He doesn't really belt because it's hard to maintain a good belting register for that. We just talked about Tatiana, we talked about Lauren Hart. So if you listen to, you know, their belting registers or their upper register, you can really hear how that takes a toll on your singing voice in your strong belting tones or your call register if you don't know how to take care of it. I have a singing course. It's called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else. We discuss all this stuff. If you guys want to check out some of my free tutorials, I'll put some of my scream stuff in there too. You can check out, you know, me going through some growl and some scream. I'll put that in the description tag. And stop by my singing forums. You know, we got 7,000 people in there talking about this stuff with some great moderators and a lot of great free tutorials for you guys that just want to, you know, dabble in it a little bit and get your feet wet. So anyway, with that said, thank you for joining me, you guys, and God bless you. And until next time, peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. That will actually take you to another page where you want to click on the bell icon, and it opens up a menu, and the menu has notifications on it where there's a little box you can check where it says send me all notifications for this channel. Check the box and then click the save button, and you'll get notifications from me every time I have a cool video come out. Okay? Thanks guys. Peace out.